Steve, I want to warn you about these assassins. I know you haven't met them yet, but I have. Believe me, I got experience with them. You can't trust them as far as you can throw them. And they're 300-something pounds apiece. I know you're ready, you're young, you're ready to go, but you got to be a little bit calm because these guys will take over and wear you out, and then they'll break your body in two. I've been there. So just listen to me, kind of stay in the ring. I'll tell you when to tag out and everything, and we'll get it done. We'll find a way to beat these guys.
Yeah.
We're outweighed about 200 pounds per
No,
man.
it don't matter.
But we'll find a way to beat them. Don't worry about it. Just listen to me, bud. All right, keep that fire for the ring. Got it?
Got it.
Good.
Currently making their way to the ring, being accompanied by their manager, the man with the master plan, Dandy Jack, hailing from parts unknown, the Assassins.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are back with New Heights Wrestling, and once again we have some outstanding tag team action for you. My name is Ryan Mills. Joe Milo will be joining us here momentarily as we get ready for this contest. And what you see in front of you right now, ladies and gentlemen, is one of the most legendary tag teams in the history of professional wrestling, the Assassins. And not only do we get the Assassins, but we also get the self-proclaimed manager of champions, Dandy Jack. He is no stranger to New Heights Wrestling. He's had numerous stables and lots of different members in those stables over the years here at NHW. And there's no doubt that he's got a trick up his sleeve tonight with the Assassins.
And please do not call this man a kangaroo. I mean,
I won't do it.
I just don't want to hear the chant.
I won't do it. A lot of the fans do it. Seems to get under his skin, so they continue to do it. But
proud to be here at New Heights Wrestling. I am proud to see the veterans here. Love them.
Yeah.
I love to see
And
the
their
Assassins.
opponents.
His opponents, oh man, this guy I've been watching since I was a baby. He is one of the best. He's a WWE Hall of Famer. This is Bullet Bob Armstrong.
Yeah, Bullet Bob is with us this evening, ladies and gentlemen. And not only is he with us, but also his grandson, Stevie, who is, of course, the son of Steve Armstrong. And so we are very, very happy to have two different generations here, but very, very rare that we see Bob wrestle with his grandson. It's normally one of his sons to come with him, but Steve unable to be here tonight, so he sent his son to come along with him. And so the fans going crazy here, as you would expect them to, for a WWE Hall of Famer. How many independent wrestling shows can say that they have a WWE Hall of Famer come and work their shows? This is fantastic. What an honor to have Bob Armstrong here.
What an honor it is, and I'm excited to see Stevie Armstrong. The kid, I know he's new to the business, but he has probably one of the best teachers you could have in his father and his grandfather. I mean, he's third generation. The kid, I know he's young, I know he's excited to be in this ring, but these are the Assassins we're talking about here. I mean, the legendary Assassins. I mean, can he handle the pressure? We'll see.
Yeah, that is the question. So it is a lot to hold up the family name. Not only does he have his grandfather and his dad, but also his uncles are pretty legendary as well. You know, one of his uncles is the Road Dogg Jesse James, who is a 8-time WWE Tag Team Champion. You also have the late Brad Armstrong, who was a former WCW Tag Team Champion, and also Scott Armstrong, who was the Tag Team Champion with Brad, very accomplished in their own rights. Scott and Road Dogg are both now producers with WWE, so you talk about having wrestling in your blood. I don't know if there's anyone more qualified than Stevie Armstrong.
I agree completely. This kid is like born and bred to do this. I mean, his probably first steps was in a ring.
I wouldn't doubt it whatsoever. You know, he's no stranger to the squared circle. He's been around it his entire life. But I hope he has eyes in the back of his head. You see that man in that very gaudy pink hat and those luminescent pants. You got to look out for Dandy Jack. He's always lurking at ringside, using that cane to do something dirty. So Stevie not only got to keep his eyes on two legends across the way in those yellow masks, but he's got to look out for the man in the pink hat as well. Oh, and wow, ladies and gentlemen, check this out. James Nightingale III is coming out here, and it looks like he may be standing in the corner of the Armstrong family, and that will definitely, I wouldn't say completely neutralize, but definitely bring.
It's going to even out the odds.
Yeah. Make it an even playing field, hopefully. So
I love this. I love this. You got the new generation going with the old generation. Well, I don't want to say old generation. I'm going to say the more experienced generation. I mean,
Bob's 78. It's okay to say the older generation.
But
I wouldn't say it to his face.
Look at the man. The man was dabbing just a second ago.
Yeah.
He has moves better than most of these this young generation.
And you know what? If for whatever reason we decided to attack him, he would knock down both of us where we stood.
Man, I've been chopped by the man.
I have too. And you know, I'm not a wrestler, never have been. Some people in the back thought it would be funny to hold my arms behind my back while Bob gave me a chop one time when I was getting ready for a show.
Well, you probably deserved it.
I'm not going to say that I didn't. I probably did, but I'm just saying, I hope it never, ever happens again. Because they're forehand chops. They're not even the regular, like, backhand windup. You know, it's the overhand, and it's almost
it's
like
the palm.
Yes, it's like the palm goes in the sternum and just knocks the wind out of you. It's crazy.
The ref is bell's right. We'll see what's going to happen. They got a standoff.
Bob loves to play mind games.
Assassin doesn't want to have anything to do with Bob. No. It seems like he wants the young man, more unexperienced, trying to take advantage.
And supposedly, okay, this is a story that allegedly happened. Okay, this has been passed down from legend, but allegedly, Bob was going to go to the grocery store to get some oranges because Bob likes to have oranges for breakfast every morning. He was out of oranges. He went to the store. There was somebody backing out of a parking spot. Bob had his blinker on and waited patiently, and somebody pulled in front and got the spot real quick. So Bob went up to give his piece to the guy, and the guy got kind of snarky with him. So Bob gave him a chop. Now the funny part is this guy still had his seatbelt on. So when he knocked him backwards, the reflex of the seatbelt made him spring forward, and Bob kept hitting him. And so he called the cops. And the cops came, and he was talking about how this old man was beating him down, and the cops recognized it was Bob Armstrong, and instead of getting him arrested, he actually gave autographs and took selfies with the cops, and they told the guy, next time you want to get in somebody's parking spot, make sure it's not a WWE Hall of Famer. Again, that's an alleged story. I have no validation.
I believe it 100%. I believe it 100%.
I'm not putting it past Bob at all. You don't get between Bob and his oranges.
Is he gonna? I don't know. I don't know if he can. I don't know if Stevie can even come to the plow or the Assassins. The boy's quick and agile, but the Assassins are super powerful.
Well, you know, the Armstrong family, born and raised on farms in northwestern Georgia. Marietta, Georgia is now very suburban Atlanta. It didn't always used to be that way. There was some farmland out there, and so all of the Armstrong boys grew up doing chores around the farm. And I know Stevie is born and raised here in northwest Florida, so a very rural area. I know Steve has a big farm, so he's farm strong. And if you want to talk about people that are farm strong, they make some of the best wrestlers around. They're used to getting low, getting heavy things. He's got a good wide base on him, and he's got the Armstrong blood. So
he looked like he was just tossing them around like a bale of hay.
Well, I'm telling you, there's no doubt. Look, we talk about Bob being up there. The Assassins have been around for a long time too, so they're no spring chickens. Stevie definitely has youth on his side, so we'll see how it's an interesting matchup. We're curious to see how it goes.
Make sure you keep your eye on the Assassin switch. They use that in their arsenal very much, where the one assassin will switch out and the other one jump in, and you can't hardly tell them apart.
Yeah, it's very hard to do. The Bella Twins used to do that sometimes. They would call it twin magic. Same thing with the Assassins rolling in and out of the ring. So, but I tell you what, if you watch around the apron, it's good to see Mr. Nightingale. He is really keeping his eyes on Dandy Jack over there.
Well,
Stevie finds himself in trouble against the ropes. Oh.
But Stevie, his quickness, here he goes.
Oh, gonna roll him up here.
2. No.
Oh, man,
So close.
that was close. And Stevie, with a veteran move there of getting out of the way, and the Assassins colliding there on the apron, and coming over for a team huddle with Dandy Jack. Discuss a little bit better strategy next time.
Yeah, Stevie learned a lot from his dad, man. His dad, I looked up to his dad a lot while I was wrestling. He got me into a lot of places. I got to do a lot of things normal people wouldn't get to do in this business that I got to do through Steve Armstrong, and I really appreciate that.
Absolutely. Hey, Steve can't be here tonight. It's been a while since I've seen him. Obviously, Road Dogg, Jesse James, and Scott, don't get to see them anymore.
But we'll
since
give
they're
y'all a
on the
shout
road.
out. We'll see you, Steve. Hope to see you again.
Yeah, absolutely. Steve, you're watching. Man, hope to get you back here soon. And did you ever have the pleasure of working with Brad at all?
No, I never got it.
I was able to work one show with Brad Armstrong, and it was something special. And all of the entire family was there that night. And it's really funny. You ask all the boys who the best wrestler of all of them are, and every single one of the boys will tell you Bob's the best.
Oh, without a doubt.
And you ask Bob who's the best is, and Bob would tell you Brad. He loved watching Brad wrestle. Brad was probably the most technically sound of all of them. And coming from Bob, that means a lot. Because if Bob was what he believed to be the best technical, I think he'd tell you.
Oh, I agree.
But he totally believed that Brad was the best of the family. And, Brad tragically had a heart attack and lost his life at a very young age. And so I hate that we only got to do that one show with him there together, but it was something I'll never forget. And anytime the Armstrong family is able to come back, no matter which members of the family we get, it's always something that I love being a part of.
Oh, are we going to see some assassin switch? Bullet's back in the ring. Assassins are thinking. They do not want none of Bullet Bob Armstrong.
And Bob with a hard hand.
Oh, and a chop.
Oh, gosh, those overhand chops. It almost gave me flashbacks to when that prank was pulled on me. My goodness.
When I got chopped, I was actually in the ring with him. I definitely wasn't in the ring after he chopped me. I was out on the floor crying. It is so hard. You could feel it on your back. Like the heat from the chop will pulsate all the way through your body and sting on your back. It's incredible, the power he gets in that palm.
It's a very unique kind of pain, that's for sure. So the Assassins in some trouble here. Once again, they're trying to have a team huddle. And
they like wasting a lot of time.
They really are. Bob and Stevie.
There was. Did y'all not see that? Did you see that? That was the assassin switch.
Was that a switch? I didn't even see it.
That's been a long time.
All right, here we go. Test of strength now with Bullet Bob and the Assassin. I think that's number 2. It's hard to tell the difference between them sometimes. It looks like the Assassin's got the upper hand right now. But it looks like Bob's trying to come back.
There's still some power in those fingers, man. I've shook that man's hand. It's like a vice grip.
I'm taking him all the way down to the I don't know who's got the advantage. Oh! And Bob steps on the finger, so I guess he was the one that had the advantage.
Oh, another one. Bob got ups. Ooh. Ooh.
Golly, you hear them chops.
Oh.
And Stevie getting his from the outside. And what in the world? Here's another set of assassins coming down. What?
Whoa,
who are these guys?
What? I'm so confused. I don't even know who's in the match. What?
It was hard enough with the switch between the two. Now there's
I knew there was 3, but now there's 4. What?
Are you one of them? Like, what in the world is going on?
I don't think I had the right weight capacity to be an assassin. Wait a second, which one?
Well, the ref looks confused, and I would be as well.
I am so confused. I am.
Dandy Jack, this is definitely a product of his doing.
That's what you call an assassin switch.
Fair enough. I can't argue that fact. This is beyond anything I've ever seen here. And so it looks like the referee's going to allow it.
How is this even fair? You got 2 fresh assassins against the Stevie Armstrong that's been beating him, pummeled by the last assassin. This is the craziest thing I've ever seen. Oh, what a chop. I bet those assassin chops don't feel that good either. I can't even talk right now. I'm dumbfounded.
Well, the assassin's going to work. Stevie finds himself in the wrong corner right now. Now it looks like going to Irish whip him to the far side. Picks him up at a back elbow. And Stevie goes down. Going to get a quick cover here. And only a 2.
The kid has some fight in him, I can tell you that.
Tag is made. Another assassin comes in.
Is this assassin 3 or 4?
Could be 17 at this point. I'm not really sure. Regardless, one of them's in the ring. And he brings Stevie out to the middle here. Probably going to go for a scoop and a slam. Oh, and he goes between the legs and tags in Bob.
Here comes Bob. Here comes Bob. Oh, chop after chop after. Oh, and he's got one of the assassins in a rear naked choke on his back. What is?
Looks like he might be going for a sleeper hold there. Yeah. Well, we know that Bob's a legal man for the Armstrong family. Which assassin is legal, I'm not sure. I know one of them's going down. And now Dandy Jack gets in there and is hitting him with a cane. And we're going to get a cover.
Wait, no, that's not. It's not all.
And that's it.
Whoa, ref.
Wow, that's
really?
it.
This is. Okay, not only do they have to use 2 different pairs of assassins, but Danny Jack has to get involved for the victory.
I mean, say what you want, but Dandy Jack got one over on the Armstrong family. Questionable means, obviously it's not the most honest way to go about it, but the bell rang and they were announced the winner, so.
He says he's the. I think the ref found some evidence in the ring. Ref reversed the decision.
He can't do that. He can't reverse it. He already declared a winner.
Looks like ref reversed the decision. He found some evidence in the ring that Danny Jack dropped his hat.
He found a hat.
That
That's not evidence. Somebody from the crowd could have thrown that in there.
Oh,
here comes
Preston Veston. Tearing him up with a kendo stick. He's taking out the assassin. Wow. He is clearing house of the assassins.
Well, I would be clearing house too if somebody was coming at me with a karate weapon. Preston Veston comes out. He doesn't have a partner, but he's got a kendo stick, and that'll equal it up.
That's what you call right there. That's fair play. That'll even the odds.
So, looks like there's some
Ladies
unfinished
and
business.
gentlemen, the decision has been officially reversed. Your winners, Bullet Bob Armstrong and Stevie Armstrong.
So there you have the official word from our ring announcer, ladies and gentlemen. Bullet Bob and Stevie Armstrong have been declared the winners.
I think Bullet looks better with that hat on than Andy Jack.
All right, well, we thank you for tuning in, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see you next time here on New Heights Wrestling.
Granddad, you were right. They were full of truth. I mean,
I'm telling you, I warned you that these guys have been around forever, brother. They know all the shortcuts and know how to take them. They know how to get to where they're going in a short time. And for guys like me and you, they're used to breaking them in two, but we outsmarted them this time.
Yeah,
That's the only way you can beat these guys,
Yeah.
outsmart them, because you can't have power when they're too big and they'll break your body.
You're right
all to
about
pieces.
that.
So we got it done, brother. Congratulations, great match. I love you, man.
It don't matter. This time they cheated. They took away what we had. It don't matter if it takes one assassin, two assassins, three assassins, or 7 or 8 assassins. The Armstrongs, they're going down. We're not through. It's on, buddy. You can believe that. And that comes from Dandy Jack.